Hi and Assalamualaikum. So now I want to read past perfect continuous. I had been doing. A. Study this example situation. Yesterday morning, I got up and looked out of the window. The sun was shining, but the ground was very wet. It had been raining. It was not raining when I looked out of the window. The sun was shining, but it had been raining before. Had been ing is the past perfect continuous. I, we, you, they, he, she, it had been doing, working, playing, etc. Some more examples. My hands were dirty because I had been repairing my bike. Tom was tired when he got home. He had been working hard all day. I went to Madrid. I went to Madrid a few years ago and stayed with a friend of mine. She hadn't been living there very long, but she knew the city very well. You can say that something had been happening before something else happened. For example, we had been playing tennis for about half an hour when it started to rain heavily. We go to B. Compare have been ing, present perfect continuous, and had been ing, past perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. For example, I hope the bus comes soon. I have been waiting for 20 minutes before now. For past perfect continuous, for example, at last the bus came. I had been waiting for 20 minutes before the bus came. Example for present perfect continuous. James is out of breath. He has been running. Past perfect continuous. James was out of breath. He had been running. C. Compare was ing, past continuous, and had been ing. 1. It wasn't raining when we went out. The sun was shining, but it had been raining, so the ground was wet. 2. Catherine was lying on the sofa. She was tired because she had been working hard. D. Some verbs, for example, no, are not normally used in continuous forms. Be plus ing. For example, we were good friends, but we had known each other for years, not had been knowing. And another example, a few years ago, Lisa cut her hair really short. I was surprised because she had always had long hair, not she had been having. So we go to exercises. 16.1. Read the situation and make sentence using the words in bracket. 1. Tom was very tired when he got home. He had been working hard all day. 2. The children came into the house. They had a football and they were both very tired. They had been playing football. 3. I was disappointed when I had to cancel my holiday. I had been looking forward to it. 4. Anna woke up in the middle of the night. She was frightened and didn't know where she was. She had been having a bad dream. 5. When I got home, Mark was sitting in front of the TV. He had just turned it off. He had been watching a film. 6. The people waiting at the bus stop were getting impatient. The bus was very late. They had been waiting for a long time. 16.2. Read the situation and complete the sentences. 1. We played tennis yesterday. We didn't finish our game. We had been playing for half an hour when it started to rain. 2. I had arranged to meet Tom in the restaurant. I arrived and waited for him to come. I had been waiting for 20 minutes when I realized that I was in the wrong restaurant. 3. Sarah worked in a company for a long time. The company no longer exists. At the time the company went out of business, Sarah had been working there for 12 years. 4. I went to a concert. Soon after the orchestra began playing, something strange happened. The orchestra had been playing for about 10 minutes when a man in the audience suddenly started shouting. Now make your own sentence. 5. I began walking along the road. I realized that I had been looking at him when our eyes met. 16.3 16.3, which is right. 1. It was noisy next door last night. Our neighbors were having a party. 2. At the end of our journey, we were extremely tired. We had been traveling for more than 24 hours. 3. James was on his hands and knees on the floor. He had been looking for his contact lens. 4. Sue was sitting on the ground. She was out of breath. She had been running. 5. John and I went for a walk. He was walking very fast and I had difficulty keeping up with him. 6. I was sad when I saw my car. I had it for a very long time. 7. I was sad when my local cafe closed. I had been going there for many years. 8. I am running a marathon next month. I've been training for it every day. 9. I had arranged to meet Kate, but I was late. When I finally arrived, she was waiting. She was waiting for me. She was annoyed because she had been waiting such a long time. 10A. Joe and I worked for the same company. He joined the company before me when I started a few years ago. He had already been working there. 10B. I started working at the company a few years ago. At the time I started, had already been working there for 2 years. 10C. Joe still worked for the company. He had been working there a long time now. That's it. Thank you.